it's time for researchers to come. My name is Nadi. In this program, we introduce the researchers from all over the universe. And today's researcher is Dr. Lang Mon Long, Department of Mathematics, National University of Singapore. Nice to meet you, Dr. Lang.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so could you tell me your current research theme briefly?
My current research is the determination of invariants of sylow 2 subgroups of finite simple groups.
And your research is basically the finite group theory in mathematics.
Yes, in finite group theory, yes.
Okay. And this table showed your research.
Yes,
So
yes.
Could you explain this?
Okay, this table tells you that, for example, the first line tells you, the first row tells you the number of two groups.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And the next one, okay, tells you those which can be sylow 2 subgroups of finite simple groups.
So
And
this one?
Yes.
Okay.
The very last one, okay, tells you the so-called nilpotence class, which is less than or equals to 2. Okay. And if you look at the very, very last column, which is
This
right
one?
here, yes.
Okay.
And it says you have about 10 to 1,500 two groups, but only 30 of them, around 30 of them, can be sylow 2 subgroups of finite simple group. In a way, it says it is very, very rare for a two group to be a sylow 2 subgroup of finite simple groups.
Okay. So the purpose of your research is to understand the property of that sylow 2 groups.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, and I'm very interested in the approach of your research. How the mathematician do the research? Please tell me.
As a pure mathematician, we usually is using our brain.
Brain.
Yes, and of course with the help of pencils and papers.
So this is the stuff you use.
Yes,
You
this is
write a lot.
this is one of the main research tools for
Okay.
mathematician, or at least for me.
And also you use some paper.
Yes,
A lot of
yes,
papers.
A lot of papers. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very interesting. So let's move to the next topic. What you can offer to other researchers? I think your research is very pure, so maybe it's difficult, but please
Yes,
tell me.
my research is on group theory, which is very, very pure. So the chances that people in industrial that will find my interest helpful probably is slim. But there is a chance that people in physics or chemistry that they may use some of the group theory, which probably I can give some help if they're interested.
Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next topic. Please tell me your future research theme.
My future research will be possibly classify all two groups that can be sylow 2 subgroups of finite simple group without using the famous theorem of classification of finite simple groups. Yes.
And how long it will take to achieve your goal?
The so-called classification of finite simple groups takes about like 100 years to be complete.
100 years?
Yes.
It's very, very long term research.
Yes. So for the classification of two groups that can be sylow 2 subgroups of finite simple groups without the usage of classification of finite simple groups will probably, in my opinion, will take maybe another 100 years.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, so
yes.
you tackle with that problem.
Yes.
And this is also said to be nearly impossible to do that in some ways.
In my own opinion, because the question it involves so much, so that's why I, at least myself, feel it's probably nearly impossible. Yes.
Okay, but it's very interesting. And I'd like to know your motivation of your research. Why do you do mathematics?
Okay, the reason I do mathematics, probably like most of the pure mathematician, is that the question of mathematics itself, especially in pure mathematics, is very, very easy to understand. So you may get interested in those questions, but of course, the way you solve it may be very, very demanding. But that's in fact the part which is challenging you, which makes you feel interested in mathematics. And for me to study the two groups is the one I mentioned earlier, that I realized that the two groups that can be sylow two subgroups or finite simple groups are very, very rare. And if you're talking about probability, then the probability of a two group to be a sylow two subgroup or finite simple group is almost, say, 0. So I'm interested in the sense that I would like to find out why they can be sylow two subgroups or finite simple groups while the others cannot be. So that's why it interests me in the first place.
Okay, it's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So let's move to the last topic. To achieve your future research theme, do you have anything you need?
Yes, because now I'm still trying to find all kinds of good invariants of the sylow two subgroup or finite simple group. I have complete a few, including the two ranks. And in the future, I'm thinking of finding the Schlur multipliers and automorphism groups of the sylow two subgroups or finite simple group. So if I can have a chance to talk to those experts which knows the P group a lot, then I guess I can learn a lot from them.
Okay. And do you need some help from the computer science field?
Yes, because in finding the invariants, we also need to have, in the first place, some good conjectures. And if you have those experts in the program called GAP, G-A-P, yes, and they can for sure generate a lot of examples for us to see. And when you see those good examples, it's easier for us to make a good conjecture and later give a proof. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that's all of today's interview. I hope your research will achieve after some 100 years.
Yes, I certainly hope so.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.